Hello, everyone. I'm just adding you. You'll be muted when you're added on. And we'll just wait a couple minutes to start. Hi, Leah.
Hi, how are you?
Good, are you?
Good.
I'm so glad you could join us. I want to reach out to you about presenting in future months.
Perfect. Yeah, I always have like office hours at this time, and so it's always crazy. But then my schedule changed today, and then I got the calendar notification again. I was like, "Wait, I can do it! Let's go!" So it worked out perfectly.
Well, perfect. Well, welcome.
Yeah, thank you.
Hi, Regina.
Hi, how are
Long time
you?
no see.
No, I
Yeah.
know. It's I just feel like these are so important with, right, like 5 kiddos in the past week that we know who
Yeah,
passed
we're going
away.
to one viewing today, so
Oh man.
yeah, it's
Mm,
it's
It's,
rough. Well,
yeah, but all the more reason, right, for
yes,
Amen.
absolutely.
support.
Hi, Eric. Thank you for redoing it today. I'm so sorry. We had issues last time we recorded, and I was trying out this new fancy AI version, and which it's trying to make me do now, and I'm like, no, I want to do the old school one because I
No
don't trust
worries.
the AI one anymore.
I am too old for most of all that technology anyway, so.
Now we're getting close that we're gonna have to learn some of this, right?
Right. Yeah, I don't know where, like, literally I searched everywhere. I reached out to Zoom. I was like, I can't find it. And they're like, oh, I don't know where it is. I'm like, are you kidding? So thank you, Eric.
Again, no worries. I said anytime.
We will give everybody 1 or 2 more minutes because we are recording this. It's going to go to send out all the good vibes for the Zooms.
Technology.
I did it the OG way, so it should be fine. Hi, Jay. I want to get you on here too to uh present sometime together. So we'll get together and get it on the calendar.
Okay, not today.
Not today.
Okay.
But I will
You mean
get
you're
you
not ready?
I can always throw something
So right
together.
now, Jay, go.
right. No,
You're
we will
on.
definitely we'll pick a day and go, but it's good for you to hear all the foundations and what they offer because like you guys, we get so many requests and it's like, well, either we don't have the right funding for that or oh, I know someone better who's local to you and we can help you, but they're a little more local and stuff. So
Yeah.
absolutely. It's always like the social workers and stuff that are late getting on here because they're, in the middle of dealing with patients. So I will
I did get Allie's recording of last month's meeting.
it
Or
went through last week? Last time?
it went through like an hour ago. But my stuff might be delayed. I'll have to have you update my email. But it does get forwarded for the most part, I think, but I'll get you an updated email. Maybe that's what it was.
Okay,
But I
well,
did get it. I just didn't have time to look through it.
hey, if it got there, that's awesome because Zoom and I have been trying to look for it and we cannot find it. So
Oh.
yeah. So we're doing this old school today.
Yeah, was it pre-read for your upcoming meeting beyond the diagnosis from January 20th? Um,
Hmm.
yeah, it's a preview, it's a review of the
Oh,
previous meeting, and it's
okay.
broken down like AI and tells you where to play the
Huh.
recording at what point. It's really
Did
cool.
you forward
I was
that
gonna
to
say
me?
I got that too.
Yeah,
You all
I'll
got
send it.
that? Let me
Yeah,
see.
I got that. I got that today too.
Oh, you know what? I just got it today. Well, that's super helpful. Hey, that's great. We're gonna old school it as well too, just because I don't want to wait a month to see if it actually comes through. But Eric, I will have you present still because I don't trust it to be able to go up on the
No
side
worries.
and
Like I
share.
said, I'm all game.
Okay, I'm going to share my screen. And then once I kick us off, I will mute myself because I have a little baby upstairs that's liking to make noise. So, no, so big. Sorry. There it is. Okay. Well, welcome everyone. This is our third Beyond the Diagnosis. This is meant to be for anyone that has a DIPG or DMG patient or potentially would have them. What that can look like is foundations that are getting asked to support these kids. It can look like resources that are outside there that we can get a hold of, certain companies if they're offering special kind of walkers or stuff like that, for social workers, for speech therapists, music therapists, doctors, nurses, anyone that would be dealing with these patients. This just gives a broader view. I know a lot of the foundations on here are probably experiencing what we are, where families are still having to search to find any of these resources. And we really want to make sure they're out there so that, you know, when they're in the clinic, social workers, doctors, nurses can guide them directly to it. And we can skip that step of us having to go track down the social worker or doctor to confirm everything because they sent it to us. We already know it's confirmed. And we can get them the right resources from the right people. I can't tell you how many times I've been asked, well, do you help with this? Or do you help with that? And this is just so much easier for everybody to know. And that's why we're recording them as well, because it's hard for doctors and nurses and social workers and everyone to get on at the same time every month. So with that, I am going to hand it over to Eric, who is Santiago's dad, and has started Santiago Strong in his honor.
Yes, well, thank you. And hello, everybody again. Just wanted to say that I started Santiago Strong a year after Santiago passed in 2020 from DIPG. During our fight, we did not need a lot of financial support, thankfully. However, when we met with other families, we noticed that there were gaps in support. A lot of support is very specialized and very specific to certain needs. And we wanted to be able to fill in those small spots where folks were really needing some support. Primarily, we wanted to keep families together. That's the main crux of our foundation, is we want to find a way to make sure the entire family unit is together during their fight, because we know during our fight, that was paramount to the success that we did have with Santiago. We are small. We're based out of South Carolina, right across the North Carolina border, a suburb of Charlotte, North Carolina. We help families all over the country. We've helped a few outside of the country as well. Most of our families that we've supported have come through the Nurse Navigator and directly through other foundations reaching out to us. We have had a few that have reached out to us via the website or on socials, but primarily we're referral based. And like I said, we support all the in-betweens. So if it's travel, if it's lodging, if it's rent, we've gone as far as purchase a car, actually with NoahBrave, that helps a family purchase a vehicle. We have paid for funeral services, things to that nature. Since we are a small based foundation, we typically limit our funding to like 3 or 4 families a year. And typically when we help a family, we're there for the entire ride. We like to be there during, after, between. We want to make you part of our family. That's kind of what we really stand on, is that we want to make sure we continue support throughout. A lot of times you can only help so much, and then things kind of stop and we no longer communicate. For us, it's the opposite. We'll latch on to 2 or 3 families and we really put the full court press to make sure that they're supported. And we do work with many other foundations. So if we cannot financially make that support, we do reach out to others to kind of help in between. Pretty much that's it. I don't think there's anything else I'm missing. Like I said, we love what we do. It's one of the few things that brings me joy in this world, is to say his name and support in his honor. We have had the absolute pleasure of supporting Mary, and like I said, she is such a part of our heart. That's what really drives us, is that family-based support system. Like I said, thank you for having us, and again, thank you for all the support that you all provide these children.
Thank you, Eric. Every time I see red shoes at the store, I think of you guys.
Got mine on right now.
Oh, I love it. Next up, we have Noah Brave Foundation.
Well, hey everyone, good to see you all. I know many of your faces. It's been a minute since I've seen you guys in person, but good to see you guys here. Eric, thank you for sharing about Santiago Strong. I've actually, first time I met Eric was at CureFest a couple years ago, and I feel like carbon copy and paste of what we do with Noah Brave is what you've kind of done with Santiago Strong. Noah passed away 5 years ago last week on Wednesday. And shortly after he passed, it was how do I do something with this pain and turn it into purpose and make good of my grief? And I had kind of felt during Noah's journey that I wanted to be there for other people that were going through the same thing. I feel like this is such a unique disease that if you only get it if you've walked a mile in those shoes. And so that's kind of that the idea was birthed during Noah's journey. And then after he passed, we kind of ran with it. We are also a very small organization. We basically, our goal is to not say no to anybody that comes and asks for help. So whether that be us actually being able to support them or getting them in touch with other resources that can. But we're not limited to age or demographic, geographic location. Like Eric said, we're based in Nashville, Tennessee. But so we help locally, we help regionally, we help nationally. We've also helped internationally, just based on where the families are coming from. We mainly get a lot of our referrals from social workers, nurse navigators, other foundations, social media. So it just, obviously anywhere that comes from, we try to help the family, resource them, whether that's financial resources, emotional, like, hey, I'm a mom that's been there. If you want to talk, here's my number. We can, call anytime. I feel like a lot of us are that way, just wanting to be that hand of emotional support to these families that are facing the unimaginable. So we like to be with the families, through as long as they want us around. It obviously depends on when they enter into connection and relationship with us. But once that child passes, we're not like, okay, well done. We like to stay in support with them and just continue on that relationship again, whether that be financial, relational, emotional, just whatever we can do to help feel that support. I will say year 4 last year, Noah would have been a high school senior and graduated and turned 18. And this year would have been a freshman year of college. Our oldest actually also moved out in this year. So emotionally, it's been kind of a disaster. So those people that say it gets easier with time is full of, so we don't think there's a limit on grief, and we just want to be there as best we can. So we kind of have the similar process we have an online application that on our website that social workers can go to or families can go to submit an online application. If the families submitted it, we have to obviously verify with the social worker. If the social worker is doing it on behalf of the family, obviously it's a shoo-in, and then we just kind of see what we can do to help support. Again, like Eric said, we work a lot and collaborate with other organizations. So if we can't do it by ourselves, then we do reach out to others and say, hey, this is a family, they've been social worker verified, this is their need. We can help with X amount. Can you help fill in those gaps where they're needed? And so typically being able to collaborate with others has been a huge gift to be able to help our dollars go further and our resources go further. And then it's also helpful just so that families don't fall through the cracks, just getting to be able to communicate with like, hey, do you know this family? Actually, I reached out to Kristen this week. We had a family that we filled out an application online, and I noticed that their address was Colorado Springs. And so I'm like, hey, do you know this family? Have you worked with them before? Obviously, she's a lot closer to them than I am. So to be able to put that family in her hands and let her be a close resource for them is huge. So yeah, that's us in a nutshell. Thanks for having me. It's great to see you all.
Thank you. And that's really my hope with this, as well as, we're letting social workers and everything know about what resources are out there. In a limited half hour, they learn about a couple. but then also we're learning about each other more and more, getting to know each other and working as a community to help as much as we can. So I really appreciate that.
Yeah, actually, let me say one more thing. I don't think I like described what we do. So we help financially with like whatever meals, groceries, travel for clinical trials, travel for experiences, mortgage, rent, utilities, car payments, I mean, whatever the family needs. We'd like to be like I call ourselves a boutique foundation. So I'm like, what is it that you need? We'll try to help. So, okay, that's it.
Would that include final arrangements, funeral?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. Yep. And then we also like help with bereavement support. A lot of places don't help with counseling, which I think is incredibly important. And so we'll help fund that as well, like families that need support with counseling. We helped some families get to a grief retreat, last week or 2 weeks ago, because that's important. So yeah, kind of whatever that family is in need of, we will try to do our best either for us to cover it fully or us be a part of that covering for the family. Any other
Super
questions?
appreciate your support getting those families out here. I know it was really beneficial for them.
Yeah. I was sad we couldn't make it, but
Me too.
hopefully next time.
Yeah.
Next time.
Okay. And then I realized I put this on and I've never introduced you guys to Marystrong, and I really boogered up this. So ignore what I did here. But in addition to being the executive director right now of NoahBrave Foundation, I'm also, the week before I got offered that, started the Marystrong Foundation. And so we always did Marystrong kind of as her little hashtag, and she was Marystrong. And so after we opened her little mini vet clinic in her honor, we decided to do our own 501c3 so that we could incorporate animal education and inspiring future vets in addition to DIPG research and support for families. So we don't give money directly. What we offer is what Mary liked. We're definitely focusing more on research, but Mary loved giving gifts and she loved making people smile. So we have smile bags. We just put the application up on our website, but it's also part of the Mark Jr. application that people can pick. And they're just tailored bags of fun to the kid, and then extra stuff for the parents that's kind of things you might need when you're in the hospital, like a toothbrush and toothpaste and a little thing of coffee and Tylenol. Do you know how hard it is to find adult Tylenol in a children's hospital? So just things we noticed over time, we add in there and we send it to each family whenever they apply. In addition to that, we get to know families. They reach out to us through social media, and we'll send, just gift cards like, hey, you're not having a great day. Here's a DoorDash gift card. Don't cook tonight. I know it's been hard. And that's just things people don't necessarily apply to us for. We just, through social media and getting to know families, we offer the help. And that's kind of its own verification. And then we're also starting to do things on the holidays. So Mary loved giving out Valentines, and she loved giving out stickers. If anyone knows Dr. Monje and Dr. Madi, you have seen their badges with all of Mary's stickers that she gave them. So we're on our Valentine's Day, we're offering to send warriors, their siblings, and then Angel's siblings as well, Valentine's cards. We have it up just to get the information on our website, or you can literally just email me information and we will send that out to any warrior and their siblings and angels. We're just capping it at 18 because sometimes it could get ridiculous then otherwise. But those will go out free. And it's just a little something extra to say, we're thinking of you. Here's a little fun for the holidays. And we sponsored a family for Christmas, and we're hoping to continue to do them. Not sure about Easter because it falls right between her angelversary and her birthday, but we'll think of something. Okay, so like I said, I want to get more of you guys on here. So I definitely be reaching out, or if you have a third Thursday of the month, third Tuesday. Wow, it's Tuesday. Third Tuesday of the month that you're thinking, you're like, hey, that day's free on my calendar. I would love to present. Just shoot me a message or an email and we'll get you on the calendar for it. The next one is February 17th. I know we didn't have a lot of social workers get on. I don't think we got any, but I realize it's the day after a holiday too. So we'll record these, send them out to them, and then they'll be available for rewatching. So yeah.
And Kristen, I forgot to mention something when I talked about Children's Brain Tumor Foundation a few weeks ago. So, so many families in the DIPG community are looking for alternative and complementary therapy. So, we do at CBTF have a fund, and usually the families will get up to like $1,000. 500 is about the normal request, and it can be anything from, music therapy to horseback riding, THC, CBD, which we find is, becoming really common with our families. And I know a lot of docs are on board with that. And the check request actually goes directly to the family. So we do confirm with either, an organization like you all who might know the family or the hospital team, but it is like a pretty easy process. So I put the brief application in the chat, and as well as you can always email me if you have any questions or, families who might be interested. So my email there too.
Awesome.
And yeah,
Oh, fantastic. No, I'll make sure to send that out as well, because I have so many families that ask about stuff like that. So
yeah, sometimes can kind of chip away and
definitely can. Do you guys do that for grief as well?
not
Services?
yet.
Not yet.
That is on my wish list.
Yeah, we'll chat about it because it's on my
Yes.
wish list too. So okay. Well, thank you guys. Thank you everyone who presented. I can't wait to hear from future foundations as well and continue to share all the good work you guys are doing. So have a good day.
See you guys.
Everybody. Bye.
Bye.
Bye all. Good to see you
Bye,
guys.
guys.
Bye.
Take care.
Hey, Kristen.
Let me